Good morning. Vault-Tec calling.
No offense, but no soliciting.
Oh, no worries, ma'am. No worries at all. I'm not selling anything. Not today. You can't begin to know how happy I am to finally speak with you. I've been trying for days. It's a matter of utmost urgency, I assure you.
What's so important?
Why, nothing less than your entire future. If you haven't noticed, ma'am, this country has gone to heck in a handbasket. If you'll excuse my language, the big kaboom is... It's inevitable, I'm afraid, and coming sooner than you may think, if you catch my meaning. Now, I know you're a busy woman, so I won't take up much of your time. Time being, a precious commodity. I'm here today to tell you that because of your family service to our country, you have been pre-selected for entrance into the local vault. Vault 111.
Just go away.
Won't take but a moment. We do need to verify some information to make sure you're cleared for entrance in the unforeseen event of total atomic annihilation.
The apocalypse? Well, hell, sign me up.
That's the spirit. Now, let's see.
Okay, this is gonna be a character creation guide. I played the game about 8 hours already with a different character that I first made, and then I realized some of the attributes are different than they were in the previous games, or the importance of them are different. The first thing that I noticed was different is intelligence, because now it goes by a perk system, not a skill system. And each time you level up, you get 1 perk point. So it's not like in the old games where if you had a high intelligence, you'd get a bunch more skill points. It don't work that way in this game anymore. So intelligence ain't as important unless you're going to be using energy weapons and stuff like that, more technology based and hacking. But if you're wanting skills and all that, intelligence ain't nearly as important as it used to be. Excuse me, I'm sick. I'd suggest going with at least a 3 though. The reason for that is because at rank 2, you can select a medic perk, which increases the amount of health that you heal when you use stim packs, and the amount of radiation that Radaway fixes. In the 3rd rank, there's a perk called Gun Nut, and that's how you get to upgrade your guns and modify them, like how it shows in all the advertising videos, how there's a bunch of mods, and you need rank 3 for that. Also, with the perk point that you get, you can upgrade an attribute point instead by 1 at each level, or you can upgrade one of your perks, or a perk that you already selected, you can increase the rank in it to make it more effective. But to increase the rank, you have to be higher levels. Okay, it also depends on which kind of character you want to make for some of the attributes. Like, say, if you wanted a melee character, then strength is really handy. I'd go with at least a 3 in strength regardless. There is perks, like the first one is Iron Fist, which you do 20% more punching damage. Big Leagues for the 2nd rank, which is 20% more melee weapon damage. But I wanted at least a 3 in my character because I want the Armor perk, which lets you modify your armor. So regardless of what kind of character you're going to play, you'll want armor and you'll want to modify that. Now for perception, I was going to go with the 2 this time, and that's because I want a rifleman perk, which you need rank 2 of perception to get. and that will increase the damage that you do with non-automatic rifles. If you want to be picking like more advanced locks and stuff, though, you need at least a 4 in perception, and that's different from the old games because it used to be under agility, and now it's under perception for that perk. Endurance, I'd go with at least a 3. The first one you need, which you'll have at least 1 in everything anyways. With rank 1, you can get a toughness perk, which increases your damage resistance. And the third one, with 3 endurance, you need for the life giver perk, which increases your health by 20. And there's multiple ranks of that to get more health. Charisma is actually going to go with the 8, and that highly depends on what kind of character you're going to run. In level 1, you can get a cap collector perk, which will give you better prices when you're buying things and selling them, so that'll matter a lot throughout the game. I'd say especially in this one, because you probably won't be selling as much as you would in the old games, because a lot of the items that you pick up, you'll actually strip them for parts and use them to upgrade your other weapons or to build buildings and defenses and furniture and all kinds of other stuff in your settlements. You don't really have to upgrade your settlements a whole bunch, but if you want to, you can and end up with a pretty big place. That's what I mostly did. The first game that I was playing was working on a settlement. Okay, so at rank 6, you can be get a local leader perk, and that you need for some of the things in your settlement. At rank 8, there's an inspirational perk under charisma, and that will help your companions to do more damage. So if you want to hang back and let your companions fight more, then the high charisma helps for that. It also makes it so they don't do damage to you. So say if you wanted a melee character and you're going to be up close fighting the enemies, but you want your companion to hang back and use guns, whether it's rifles or maybe a big machine gun or whatever the case, you don't want them damaging you. So the inspirational perk can help in both those instances. I already talked about intelligence. Agility, I wanted at least a 3 in there. The reason for that, at rank 1, you can get a gunslinger perk, which increases your pistol damage for non-automatic ones. Rank 2, there's a commando perk for your automatic weapons to do 20% more damage. And at rank 3, you can get a sneak perk to increase your sneak ability by 20%. So that matters. In my experience in past Fallout games, you need your sneak ability because there's sometimes more powerful enemies that you'll get killed by unless you can sneak past them. For luck, I'm going to go with a 2, but there's actually 2 ways you could go with this. The first rank, I'd get the Fortune Finder perk because you find more caps in containers. And I'm going with the 2 because I also want the Scrounger perk so I get more ammo from containers. Now there's something different you can do. You can have a low intelligence and a higher luck. I think it's rank 5 of luck. There's a perk where, because intelligence, it actually increases the amount of experience you get. But if you have a low intelligence, so you get less experience, there's a perk on luck. I think you have to have 5 luck to get it, and there's a chance that you can get 3 times the normal amount of experience. So like if you have a dumb but lucky character, that can counterbalance the experience that you wouldn't get from having the low intelligence. And there's multiple different things you can do with luck, but this is how I'd prefer it for the kind of character I'm going to play. I do have some extra points, and there's actually something else on strength I wanted to tell you. At rank 6 of strength, there's the strong back perk if you want to be carrying a whole bunch of stuff, especially at the first part of the game before I had a companion. There was items I kept having to drop because I couldn't possibly carry everything. And that's because I was collecting pretty much everything because I knew there'd be settlements to build, and you strip everything for parts. Mainly when you start collecting things at the first of the game and you have to decide what to drop, Just keep everything that will include copper as one of its parts. Because your first settlement, there's plenty of wood and rubber around there. And plenty of steel too, because you get a bunch of steel from the old rusted cars when you scrap them. And there's piles of tires and all that stuff for rubber too, and there's plenty of wood. But mainly you gotta keep the copper and anything unique like circuitry and stuff like that. You're gonna want to save all those items for your first settlement. My extra points, I'm probably just gonna put them in endurance. That way I can have more hit points. Oh yeah, at rank 4 of strength, you can have blacksmith if you're going the melee route, and that would let you upgrade your melee weapons too. And if you want to put a ton of it in there, which would be rank 8 of strength, then you can do more damage at extra 25% with gun bashing, because when you're holding a gun, you can hit them with the butt of your rifle. I wouldn't go the extra strength to get that though, because if you're putting a lot of strength, you're probably going to use melee weapons anyways, not your guns. So I don't know if you'd use that or not, but I personally wouldn't. But the rank 6 for carrying the extra weight, if you want to carry a whole bunch of stuff, that might be good. Or like I said, if you're going the melee route, then rank 4 in strength, so you can upgrade your melee weapons more. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the character build right now. I hope that helps. Let me know what kind of characters you guys are going to make. If you intend to go more melee weapons, or if you're going to do regular guns that use normal ammo, or if you're going to use energy weapons or stuff like that. I'm personally, with this character, going to go more regular guns, like nothing heavy and nothing energy based. I'm just going to use ordinary guns and going to try to build settlements and stuff like that. So that's the purpose behind this build that I did. And of course, endurance is great for everyone for hit points. Hope you enjoyed the video.